Do you want to improve your badminton game in a more efficient way? There are some things you can focus on developing so that you can become a better player more quickly. This video is chock full of drills you can do to improve your overall performance, so watch it till the end. Hi, I'm Coach Kennie and I've been a professional badminton coach for many years. This channel is all about helping you improve your badminton game. So if there's something specific you want to learn, please write it in the comments section below. If you have been playing a lot of badminton and still haven't progressed as much as you want, then this video is for you. I'll be focusing on drills you can practice that will help you get better, faster in different aspects of the game. Let me begin by saying, in order for you to remember how to become a better badminton player, here are 5 letters I'd like you to keep in mind. Without any particular order, but just easy to remember: F, A, C, E, D. So let's start with the first one, fast movement. Now, badminton requires a lot of fast movement, not just how we see the shuttle or where we're supposed to go, but even the acceleration of how we can get there to hit the shuttle. So fast movement is one important aspect if you want to improve your game. Second is agility. Agility is very, very important because you have to move quickly in different directions. So your body must be agile. So there are many exercises to help you with that, which I will show a bit later. C is for coordination. Now, badminton for me is such a total sport, and the coordination doesn't just stop with our bodies. Our legs are moving, our arms are moving, our mind is working, so all these things come in hand, and you have to be coordinated. Okay, next is E, endurance. As easy as it may sound that we can simply just work on our endurance, but actually endurance is very, very hard. It's not just the physical aspect. It's how much you can endure given a situation. For example, 2 good players, that are having a very close match. The one that normally wins is the one who has endured all emotions, all the physical aspects. So all these are considered endurance. So you have to have good endurance in order for you to become a better badminton player. And of course, last but not the least is dynamic balance. Dynamic balance keeps us, steady, and that after we move in certain directions, in certain ways, we can still keep that balance. So all these words that I have just mentioned has to come and has to coordinate as one in order for you to become a better player. So here are some drills that can help you with that. This drill is called planting rice. So the goal here is to use your dominant hand and leg while you touch the floor every line on every court as you move forward and back. So this is very good in working on all those that I've mentioned earlier that we work on, which is our fast movement, our agility, our coordination. So these are all very, very good for it. Even our endurance and also dynamic balance. So here you see not just a simple shadow play, but doing the trotting or the fast feet in the middle, and when your partner points, you immediately have to move. This works on your quick reaction, quick acceleration, and at the same time, you're working on your endurance as well. So everything, all these exercises that you see on your screen can help you with everything you need to become a badminton player. So do this regularly. Do these exercises as often as you can. They can also serve as your warm-up before you actually start playing or training. These are very good because it actually simulates your movement on court. So you're pretending that you're actually hitting the shots. And so you have to keep moving fast. and of course your ability to stay there and hang in there. Another drill would be the shuttle run. The shuttle run, which particularly you see on your screen, is targeted to go with the four corners. We do these kinds of drills because they help us move better on court so that we can speed up even, with different types of opponents. So you have to keep moving. The goal is to put the shuttles outward on each corner and bring it back in. So sometimes you can actually time yourselves to see how fast you can do it and try to keep on beating that time. In every aspect, your movement, the way you run to each corner, you have to end with your dominant leg, you have to do it as fast as you can. All these contribute to you becoming better, to you having, having fast movements, to you having that better agility, better coordination, better endurance, better dynamic balance. Another kind of shuttle run would be for defense. So this is more particular. A while ago, what we did was four corners. This is more specific as we are doing the defense aspect of it. So all you have to do is keep speeding up. The next drill you see is what we call jogging with exercises. So you start, kind of like warming up by going on your toes, going on your heels before you start with the jogging, and then putting in exercises as you jog. So this one is very, very good. It trains your body to be coordinated. It is also a very tiring drill. Usually, my players would do this at the beginning after warming up. This can also serve as a warm-up. So these kinds of drills would have different variations. If you want to put it at the end of your training, then you also have to know what you're asking of from yourselves. For this particular one, we are doing it as sort of like a warm-up, and at the same time working on your coordination, moving better on court, at the same time warming up every muscle, every joint, so that you will be ready when you start training or when you start playing your games. This jogging with exercises has a lot of movements that is very, very similar that you do on court. So there are different movements, there are jumps, there are lunges, but all these you will use when you play your games. So by doing this regularly, you are hoping that everything gets better in time. Your agility, your coordination, your fast movement, every little detail. So do not underestimate and think that your coaches are just tiring you out or wearing you out. These help with good coordination as well. Even the pace when doing these jogging exercises are important. Doing it the right way and doing it in a good fast pace will be beneficial for your overall game. So don't do it too slow. Maybe when you're just starting, sure, you could start with a bit slower pace, but once you get the hang of it, try to do it a little faster. Be conscious of every exercise, every drill, that you're doing it right, that you're doing it better. Constantly ask something from yourselves. Simple jumps, continuous jumps is not as easy as you think, because of course there is certain coordination to it, there is certain speed to it, there is certain strength to it. So when you combine all these things as you move, it will be very beneficial for you as a badminton athlete. You use up about 10 to 15 minutes doing the entire exercises. Actually, you will see many of international players doing this jogging with exercises as their warm-up. So you'll see them doing the regular warm-ups on the side, and they will jog a bit and do some exercises that they feel they need as they move on court. So just so they don't strain anything or pull anything, it is advisable to do some, not the entire, not the entire drill of the whole jogging with exercises, but you kind of pick what your body needs. Next exercise is the walling. This is really very, very good simply because it works on, again, every single aspect of being a better badminton player. Your coordination, your fast and strong movements. Of course, you can also do challenging ones that require you to move more. If you can hit it consistently, you can actually make yourself move from left to right, hitting it stronger, hitting it softer, that will allow you to change in terms of the speed. So walling is a very, very good workout. You can do it low, and in this particular case, you see the walling being hit slightly higher. Okay, so there are different ways of doing it, and depending on what you're asking of yourselves, you can even be more particular if you wanted to work on your forehand side, or maybe more particular with your backhand side. So again, it can serve as a warm-up, but it can also serve as your actual drill. This one, simply hitting or tossing the shuttle upward, is a good way to relax your arm, practice relaxing your arm. And it is also good for beginners for the sport, so that they learn how to hit the shuttle and be coordinated in hitting it. So you can hit it low, and sometimes you can hit it, slightly higher, or even really way up high if your ceiling is very, very high. So, it's allowing a player to, play with it, so that they can work on their coordination and have that small movement, and yet you're working at something. Of course, nothing beats the actual rallies, the actual gameplay. So you see in this situation that this is just a drill, a rally drill, wherein you don't score, but you practice strategies, you practice certain movements, and you're trying to outsmart your opponent. Definitely, of course, this is the best drill. You will notice that they serve as though they're actually in the game scoring, because you kind of have to have that in you, that when you train, you're practicing as though you are already doing your matches or doing the game. This is still a rally, and sometimes we purposely ask our male players to play with the female players simply because men and women have different styles. They have different gameplay, and it's good to, have more opponents because shots are different. Maybe some ladies would have a lot of placing in terms of gameplay. Now what you see here is another one. It's 1 against 2, and you see this a lot in training. It's to speed up the game. So one is training to speed up and go as fast as the 2 players combined. So once again, if you have the opportunity, do play and hit.
There are a lot of mistakes badminton players commit, and the video on your screen will show you the most common ones you should avoid. Do catch my next video so you can level up your game and become a smashing success.